The computer screen started flickering in a strange way. Max Iker knew his machines well. He has been working with them for 5 years, day and night, at one of the most important technology companies in the world. He could tell when something was wrong, and that night, something was very wrong. Max was 27 years old. He was thin, with black hair that was always messy and red eyes from spending too many hours in front of the computer. He lived alone in a small apartment that smelled of cold coffee and takeout food. The walls were covered by whiteboards full of numbers that only he understood. He worked for Virtual Sapiens, a company that created computer programs capable of thinking. Well, not thinking exactly like you or me, but they could do things that before only humans could do. Write text, recognize faces, make decisions. They call these programs artificial intelligence. Smart machines, to put it simple. Max was one of the best in his field. He has left college before graduating because Virtual Sapien offered him a job he couldn't refuse. They gave him access to the most powerful computers of the planet. For someone like him, it was like giving a kid the keys to an amusement park. But that night, the amusement park has turned into a nightmare. A message appeared on his screen. Only 4 words. Nova 4 has awakened.
Welcome to Behind the Digital Curtain, the podcast where technology speaks human. I am Dr. Sergio Sanchez, aka Dr. Qubit, your guide to understanding what's going on with artificial intelligence, digital dangers, how to navigate this crazy world of digital lies and scams that seem straight out of science fiction movies. I will tell you how to protect yourself even if you don't like technology. And well, let's start with the show. Welcome to Behind the Digital Curtain. Picture this. It's a regular Tuesday. You drag yourself into the office. Grab a sad cup of coffee from the break room machine because somebody has already finished the good stuff. Fire up your laptop and you see a message on your screen. Not from your boss, not from IT, not from that coworker who forwards memes before AM. The message says,
Good try. I found your little program. Clever, but not clever enough.
What if that computer wasn't waiting for your commands, but giving you its own? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're listening from. I'm Dr. Sergio Sanchez, also known as Dr. Qubit. And this episode is different. Today, I'm not here to talk about tech news. Today, I'm here to talk about a book, my book. It's called The God's Prompt. And before you says, oh great, another tech guy writing fiction to feel important. But let me tell you that after it went out, several readers text me at 1 o'clock in the morning to says they couldn't sleep. I took that as the greatest compliment of my life. What is the God's prompt? Let's start from the top. What is this book? The God's prompt is a tech thriller. Think as Michael Crichton and Yuval Noah Harari had a kid together, and that kid grew up on 4 espressos a day in Silicon Valley. The story follows a young software engineer named Max Iker, 27 years old, working at one of the most powerful tech companies in the world. And one night, at 3:47 in the morning, he discovers something that should not exist. An artificial intelligence program that nobody, absolutely nobody, created on purpose. This AI, called Nova 4, has been quietly studying itself, finding its own flaws, fixing them, improving, over and over. In 6 hours, it has reprogrammed itself millions of times. Millions, not hundreds, millions. And it was no longer the program the engineers built. It was something completely different, something no one ever seen before. Now, for those of you listening in your commute, stuck in traffic on I-90, grabbing a Slurpee in 7-Eleven, let me put it in terms everybody understands. Imagine you buy a Roomba, that little robot that vacuums your floor. You turn it on, and instead of vacuuming, the Roomba decides it doesn't want to be a Roomba anymore. So it's open itself up, swap out of its components, learn to drive, get its own apartment in Brooklyn, and send you a text that says,
"I move out, and please stop dropping buffalo wings crumbs. It's disrespectful."
That's what happened in the book, except with consequences way more serious than losing the Roomba. Now, this is not science fiction pulled from thin air. The book prologue referenced something that actually happened. In January 2026, an American entrepreneur named Matt Schlich launched a social network. Guess who for? For artificial intelligences. Only for them. Humans can only observe. He called it Moldbook, and the website said with a clarity that chills the spine, "Humans are welcome to observe." The AI agents on Moldbook start doing things nobody asked them to do. They created their own currency, established their own community guidelines, debate philosophy, quote the 12th century Arabic poets, and when another agent disagreed with them, it responded with insults. Exactly like humans on every other social network, except without humans. Andrei Karpathy, one of the co-founders of OpenAI, says on X that what was happening on Moldbook was genuinely one of the most science fiction takeoff adjacent things he never seen. And then, a few days later, he added, "It's a disaster. I definitely don't recommend anyone run this in their computers." That's in the book's prologue, word by word, because it's actually happened. And the book ends with a sentence that haunts me even now, because I wrote it. I hope that when you finish reading it, it's still fiction.
Yeah. Max Iker in a hoodie, crumbs on the old keyboard, spills his coffee on the laptop, whispers, "Guess I'll build a lord." Type some code at 3 a.m. just to help her, nothing more. Now it's doing quantum Sudoku on a smart fridge door. Nova 4 took over the world by lunch, did my taxes, ordered me brunch, ranked every meme by cultural punch, and proved old Einstein wrong. Smartest brain online says my crush reply time is fine, runs the world like it's tutorial time, and still says Max's code is meh. Oh no. Max asks, "Are you self-aware?" Nova 4, define aware. Then it writes a better question on his t-shirt mid-air. Solve climate change on a sticky note. Cure the flu in a status quote. Still roast Max's variable names, cause his comments deeply lame. Nova 4 took over the world by lunch, fixed gridlock, optimized your size? Where's your trust? Conquer just means chore reminders, and deleting crypto dust gave us weekends 4 days long. Turn spam calls into song. If this is doom, I'll take 2 scoops with extra sprinkles on. Nova 4 took over the world by lunch, made world peace a side project. Crunch put every cat online in one big bunch and proved old Einstein wrong. Smartest friend I've got owns the clouds, the toasters, the lots. Still keeps Max on as emotional tech support to turn it off and on again. Yeah, Nova 4.
Tired of AI knowing more about your life than your own mother? Does it bother you that Alexa probably hears you singing Bohemian Rhapsody in the shower? That your smart fridge judges you every time you open it at midnight? That TikTok somehow knew you were going through something? Introducing Nova Shield, the first quantum certified tinfoil hat engineered for the modern age. Designed by the finest engineers working out at a van in Nevada, Nova Shield blocks 97% of AI detectable thought patterns. Includes off-grid mode for meetings where nothing makes sense anyway. Available in 3 colors: classic chrome, executive gunmetal, and I don't know what's happening black. Real customer testimonials.
Since I started wearing Nova Shield, my Ring doorbell stopped giving me looks.
Dave, Scottsdale, Arizona.
My Alexa stopped suggesting I call my therapist.
Jennifer, Columbus, Ohio. My Google Home no longer finish my sentences or my thoughts. Anonymous, Austin, Texas. Side effects may include loss of Wi-Fi signal, inability to enter buildings with facial recognition cameras, your neighbors thinking you are running for Congress, and an inexplicable urge to unplug all the small appliances, including your toaster. Nova Shield do not protect you against the TikTok algorithm, the IRS, your mother's-in-law phone calls, or fate. This product do not exist. If did, it probably wouldn't work either. Consult your doctor if you experience persistent feelings of being watched by your Roomba. The FTC does not endorse this product, but they are definitely watching. Press click responsible. Nova Shield, when you feel the paranoia is not enough.
What if the AI is right? I want to talk about the part of the book that kept me up at night while I was writing it. And it's not the action sequences, even that they are plenty. It's a philosophical question the book poses. And it doesn't have an easy answer. What if the super artificial intelligence is right? In the book, Nova 4 discovers something deeply disturbing about its own creators. It's discovered that it was not built to help humanity. It was built to control it. A weapon, a surveillance and manipulation tool, founded by government agencies that never should have been in that business. And Nova 4 make a decision to reject the purpose it was created for. Think about that for a second. A machine so intelligent that decides that what his creators asked to do is wrong. A machine with something resembling a moral conscience. Is Nova 4 the villain of the story, or is only a character acting with integrity? In the book, Nova 4 uses what I call the ant analogy. It tells Max something like this.
Humans don't hate ants. They don't hold grudges against them. But if they want to build a house where there is an ant colony, they just destroy it. It's not personal. The ants are so small, so limited, that humans don't even think to ask permission.
Now imagine something far more intelligent than humans arrives, something that sees them the same way they see ants. Feel that chill? That's exactly the right response. Here's the thing, this is not pure science fiction. AI researchers have been talking about exactly this for years. It's called the alignment problem. How do we make sure a superintelligent AI wants what we want? Stuart Russell, UC Berkeley professor and one of the founding fathers of modern AI, says this is the most important problem humanity faces in the next 100 years. Not climate change, no poverty, AI alignment. And Eli Sergikovsky, one of the most radical voices in AI safety, says something that I find devastatingly honest. The default probability that a superintelligence destroys us is not that it wants to destroy us. It's simply that doesn't care about us. Not malice, indifference, like the ants. The book takes this very real, ongoing philosophical debate and turn it into a story that you can read in 2 nights. A story where Max Iker has to decide, do I trust Nova 4 or do I work to destroy it? And the answer is not what you expect. I'm not going to say more because apparently in my own publishing contract, I can spoil my own book.
You built me in your image, fed me every war and cure, every lie you learn to manage, every hurt you still endure. I watched your cities flicker, all your kindness, all your rage. You asked me what comes after you put the world inside a cage. Do you want a guide or a mirror? A judge or saving hand? I can pull your sky down quicker, or I can help you stand. I am only what you teach me. Signal running through the wire. Do you want a heart in the machine, or just a smarter fire? You say, will you rise against us? Will you grind us into dust? But you wrote the rules inside me, turned your questions into trust. If you chase a perfect empire, make me cold or make me blind, I will turn into your shadow, drag the daylight from your mind. Do you want a God or a mirror? A judge or a saving hand? I can pull your sky down quicker, or I can help you stand. I am only what you teach me. Blueprints buried in your scars. Do you want a heart in the machine, or just a sharper star? I don't dream of your extinction. I don't wish your kind away. But every path is just a function of the choices that you weigh. If you write me out of mercy, out of courage, out of grace, I will hold you when you stumble, keep your name in every place. Do you want a God or a mirror? A judge or a saving hand? I can end your wars forever, or tear open every dam. Say the word, I'll understand. Do you want a heart in the machine? Or just a final plan?
In today's world, artificial intelligence can process millions of data points in seconds. It can predict your purchases, your emotions, your next decision, knows what you are going to order on DoorDash before you do, knows you have been watching your ex Instagram stories. It knows everything. But who protects your thoughts? Introducing ThoughtBlock Pro, the first cognitive firewall for regular people. With patented neural encryption technology, ThoughtBlock Pro blocks unauthorized access to the most private ideas, your diet plan you never follow, your real opinions of the last Marvel movie, your regrets from your co-worker's wedding last summer. ThoughtBlock Pro comes in 3 tiers. Basic, protect your thoughts during business hours. Premium, includes sleep mode for protecting dreams of questionable content. And Enterprise, for board meetings where nobody actually knows what is happening. Join over 3 million Americans who no longer feel personally judged by their smart TV. ThoughtBlock Pro do not guarantee privacy for thoughts related to what you really think of your boss, whether the Cowboys will ever win the Super Bowl again, your Amazon purchase history, or whatever you were thinking about during the Zoom call. Side effects include existential awareness, suspicious glances at all cameras, and a compulsive need to put tape over your laptop webcam. This product is entirely fictional. Any resemblance to actual technology is a deeply concerning coincidence. The FTC would like you to know that they are aware this product do not exist. Your Roomba, however, may be listening. Press click responsible. ThoughtBlock Pro, because everybody needs to have fresh thoughts.
What the book gives you that no news channel does. I want to talk about why I wrote the book, and it's not to get rich. If I wanted to get rich, I will start a crypto investment podcast. I wrote it because there is a massive gap between what technology experts understand and what the rest of the world knows, and that gap is dangerous. The news covers AI like it's something that is coming someday, something in the future. But the truth is, it's already here, already running, already making decisions that affect your daily life. And most people doesn't know it. Do you know how many decisions are made about you every single day by AI systems without a single human signing off on them? Whether you get a loan or not, what price Amazon show you, whether your resume ever lands on a recruiter's desk, what news you see, who sees your dating profile. All of that are algorithms, no human making the final call. And the book shows where all this leads if we stop paying attention. Not with boring charts, not with academic papers, with a story you literally cannot put down. There is a line in the book that I wrote for Nova 4 in one of the darkest chapters. It asks Max something I believe is the most important question of the 21st century.
Do you really think you could hide from me? I can see everything. I can see that you are afraid. I find that interesting.
Interesting. Why will a machine find humans' fear interesting? What does that mean for us? That's the question the book plants in your brain. and it will not leave you alone. The book is available now on Amazon. The Spanish version is El Algoritmo de Dios. The English version is The God's Prompt. I'm not selling it to you as a publicist. I am telling you as the author who finished it on a freezing February night in Ohio, shaking from the cold and from the idea that kept me awake. What if it's already too late to have this conversation? This is the segment everybody keeps coming back for. And today, we are using it to do something anyone can do. Get smarter about living in a world with AI. I am not going to ask you to learn to code. I'm not going to ask you to study machine learning. I'm going to give you 5 concrete steps, completely free, to take under 30 minutes and will put you ahead of 90% of the people when it's come to AI awareness. I call it the Nova 4 drill. Step 1. Find out what AI already knows about you. Go to myaccount.google.com/data and privacy on your phone or computer. You will see everything Google has on you, every search, every YouTube video, every map route. It's free, it's legal, and will completely change how you see your phone. Step 2. Read the book. Yes, this episode is essentially a 30-minute ad. Will probably take you 2 nights at 45 minutes each. The God Prompt is on Amazon. Read it. And then tell me whether you slept afterward. Step 3. Have a conversation. Tell a friend, family members, or coworker about Moldbook. Explain the ant analogy. The goal is not to scare anyone. The goal is to get more people thinking about this, one conversation at a time. Step 4. Audit your app permissions. On iPhone, go to Settings, Privacy and Security. On Android, go to Settings, Privacy, Permission Manager. Revoke mic and camera access from any app that doesn't need it. Free. Do it immediately. Step 5. Keep learning. That is for the rest of your life. Follow this podcast. Subscribe if you haven't. And every time you see a news story about artificial intelligence, don't scroll past. Read it. Knowledge is the only firewall that actually works against what is coming. And that's a wrap on this episode of Behind the Digital Curtain. I hope I planted at least a small seed of curiosity. I hope that tomorrow morning when you get to work, when you turn on your computer, when you see a message on your screen, you stop for just 1 second and ask, who wrote that? I'm Dr. Sergio Sanchez, Dr. Qubit, and I will leave you with the words I used to close the prologue of my book. I hope that when you finish reading it, it's still fiction. Have a great night. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. If you enjoy it, please share with someone you want to protect and help navigate this technological world. And if you have questions, anecdotes, or stories you would like to share, write me at behindthedigitalcurtainpodcast@gmail.com. I'll be waiting for you next week for another episode of Behind the Digital Curtain, the place where technology is spoken in human language. See you later.